If I can muster the courage to just put my foot on the rainbow, just take that first step and go, yeah, I want to get on that rainbow. And I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm willing to just put my foot there and stake my claim and go, I'm going towards that pot of gold. That's when the magic happens. Hi there, I'm Lisa Fox, and this is Lioness Tribe. And today I want to talk to you about the confidence just to dream. We all think that, you know, dreaming's for free, right? And it is for free. But what I realize more and more is that actually a lot of women, especially, we just stop ourselves from even dreaming because we're lacking in confidence. It actually takes a huge amount of confidence, a huge amount of getting behind yourself, just just to acknowledge, just to allow, just to value your own dreams and to take those first steps in actually going after those dreams. We've this mistaken idea that confidence will come after we've achieved the dream, right? And although that is true to some extent, we will build confidence along the way, and we'll build confidence, and when we get to the place where we fulfilled our dreams, for sure we'll be more confident by then. But we negate the fact that actually we need to build up a certain amount of confidence, even just to start, even just to allow ourselves to have the dream, even just to allow ourselves to just take the first couple of steps in going after that dream. Um, and the thing is, we kind of see like the pot of gold on the other side of the rainbow. Like I'll be really confident once I've lost all the weight. I'll be really confident once I've started making real money in my business. I will start to feel confident once I see evidence that the thing that I'm doing is working. But actually, we have to flip that. We have to just decide that it is a process and there's a certain amount of confidence that we need just to even hop on the rainbow and go for the ride. There's a certain amount of confidence that goes into that very first step, and actually that confidence, even though it can just start with a tiny amount of confidence, but that confidence can be so much more difficult to muster up than we give it credit for, because we don't have the proof, right? We don't have proof yet that the thing has worked, that we're being successful, that we're on the path. And we often wait for that proof that it's working before we actually feel, yes, I can do this. But the thing is, it's never going to come. It's never going to come if we wait for the proof. We have to take a leap of faith. Um, so so yeah, the women, that's what I'm finding. The women that actually come to me and that want to work with me, that first step in even just, setting foot inside our virtual room in that very first free breakthrough session, that sometimes takes way more mindset work and confidence than what it will take to once they've hopped on that rainbow and they're on the ride and they're going towards the pot of gold. Here's the thing. You have to decide what you want, right? You have to just decide what it is that you desire, what it is that you are craving, yearning to do, that you've been denying yourself for so long. And the thing is, we forget that we even have desires, especially after we've had kids, right? We kind of think, oh well, you know, my needs, my wants, my desires, my dreams now have to go on the back burner because I'm looking after these little ones. And I challenge you on that, because I know from my own experience that when I put my dreams on the back burner, then nobody benefits from that. Whereas when I actually own my dreams, when I allow them, acknowledge them, accept that they're there, identify them, be clear, be really clear about them, and get clarity about them, that's when I actually can have a real impact in the child, in the life of my children, because they're going to see me actually owning my dreams, taking steps towards my dreams. And through watching me do that, they will then do the same thing. Whereas if I don't do it and I just tell them, I want you to go after your dreams, I want you to, you know, have everything that you want in this life, blah, 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 and I haven't done that for myself, that's not going to ring true for them, right? They're not going to learn from that. Monkey see, monkey do. I'm always saying it. Kids need to have good role models, and you are their very first role model. So it's so important just to decide what it is that you want. And believe me, I know that can be complex because we spent so long putting it on the back burner. Um, and then the next step in actually going after your dreams with or without confidence is deciding, again, it's another decision, but this is such an important decision. Deciding that you're worthy of it, deciding that you are worthy of having the dream, deciding that you're worthy of taking the steps to go after that dream, whatever your dream is. You know, whether your dream is, I don't care, like, you know, if your dream is to make 10,000 euro per month in your business, if you don't decide that you want that, and if you're not really clear about the fact that you want that, then how are you going to start taking steps to get there? If you don't decide that you're worthy of it, then how are you going to start taking steps to get there? And the thing about it is, we think, this is the other thing, we think that we're worthy of it when we've proved ourselves. We think we're worthy of it when, you know, like when we've reached the pot of gold on the other side of the rainbow, when the proof is in the pudding. But actually, we're worthy just because we are. We're worthy just because we're human beings. And we have to decide that we're worthy, because our brain will constantly come up with excuses and reasons why we're not worthy. And we have to bust through those all the times. But we need to decide what we want and decide that we're worthy of it. And we are worthy of it just because we are. Not because we're good, not because we're better than everybody else, not because we're the most talented, not because we're the cleverest, not because we're the perfectest. Just we're just worthy because we are, because we're here on this planet. We're here on this planet to do the things that we want to do. And when we do the things we want to do, we're serving ourselves, but it has a ripple effect. It serves our whole family, it serves everyone around us. Imagine a world where we actually all get to do the things that are in our hearts to do, and we lead by example. And if it's in my heart to, you know, empower tons of women, and and make my living from doing that, and it's in my heart to make 10,000 euro per month doing that, and knowing all of the people that I will reach as I am receiving that wealth and that abundance, imagine the ripple effect for other women seeing me do that. Imagine how empowered they would become just by seeing, oh, she knows what she wants and she's going after it. Imagine the ripple effect in my own family when they see me doing what I want, honoring myself, and going after what I want, and showing that I am worthy of having dreams. I am worthy of taking steps to actually get the things that I want in my life. People learn by what they see. They don't learn by words. You have to show. You have to show. You cannot tell. It's not show and tell. It's just show. It's just show. Um, so I understand this. I understand that, you know, when you're at this place where you're on this side of the rainbow, and you're, you know, the pot of gold is over on this side of the rainbow, and you're here trying to muster up the confidence, even just to go, do you know what, I want to get up on that rainbow. I want to actually make that first step. And it's so, so hard. And I'm fighting with myself all the way, and I feel like I'm going to be judged, and I feel like people are going to think, oh, who does she think she is to put her foot on that rainbow? And who does she think she is to want that? And who does she think she is to think that she might actually get that? I get that struggle. I have been there. I've been there over and over again in my life, and I've been there very recently. And one thing I know for sure is that if I can muster the courage to just put my foot on the rainbow, just take that first step and go, yeah, I want to get on that rainbow. And I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm willing to just put my foot there and stake my claim and go, I'm going towards that pot of gold. That's when the magic happens. That's and that bit of confidence, which is very unsure and has no proof to back it up yet, that step is so much more important than all the other confidence that takes to get there. That is also important, but that first step is much more it takes much more energy and drive just to put the foot onto the rainbow. Um, and once you get to the other side, once you get to the pot of gold, yes, you've made it to the next level of confidence. And yes, it will make you feel even more confident. And because what it'll do is the next time you go to put your foot on the next rainbow that arrives, you'll go, well, I've done it before. I have reached my dreams before. Now I have a different dream. And I know the process. And I know I can do it again. And that's where that confidence comes in. But you have to start somewhere. Um, and it's so easy to think that other people are just born with it, right? We look at other people and we go, it's easy for them because they were born with huge confidence. And I'm just not like that. And I will tell you this. Yes, some people are born with more confidence than others, but the kind of confidence that you learn is an awful lot more powerful and strong than the kind of confidence that you're born with, because we're all capable of losing confidence. But if you've learned confidence from scratch, if you've learned that skill from scratch, that's something that you're always going to know that you can build again. And it's also something that you'll know how to build again. Whereas if you're born with confidence, sometimes you don't even realize that it's a skill, right? Because it comes so naturally to you. And when you lose it, you go, it's gone. And it's much easier to believe that it's gone and gone forever. Whereas if you get into the habit of building confidence and building that skill and knowing that it's a skill and knowing that it's something that you get to improve and get to start over with and get to build on and get to grow and progress with and carry into all other areas of your life, then that is a gift. And I count myself, like, I would say that I'm the person that I know that had the least amount of confidence when I was a kid. I was not born with confidence, but I really do see it as a gift, that it's something that I've learned because it is something that I constantly fall back on. I'm constantly gaining confidence and losing confidence. But one thing I always know internally is that I can build it up again. I can start again. And it's never, even when I lose it in certain areas or in certain moments, it's never totally gone. But I know when it seems temporarily gone, I know exactly what to do to get it back up. Um, and it's we all do this though. We all look at others and we go, well, it's easy for them because they're really talented, or it's easy for them because they're actually really good looking, and people just want to give things to them and they just have it easy because of that. Or it's easy for them because they've been in that industry for a really long time and they've loads of experience. And it's that lack mindset of like, they've got all the stuff that I don't have. And what we need to do is go, I have what I need. I have what I need to get started. And I will look back when I'm on the other side of that rainbow, when I'm at that pot of gold. I will look back and go, that's what I did. That's what I did to get there. That's how I built the confidence in order to get there. And it all started with that first step that took huge courage to just put the first step on the rainbow. Um, and the other thing to remember about, people that have confidence, right? And people that actually do go after their dreams and people that do kind of own it and go, this is what I really want to do. And I'm going to start and I'm going to get on with it. The difference is they're not actually going, I'm going to do this because I know that I'm brilliant and I know that I am the most confident person in the world and I can do anything. Or at least most people that I know don't think like that, most confident people. What they're actually thinking is that I'm confident enough to be willing to try. I'm willing to try. This dream is important to me. I know it's what I want to do, and so I'm willing to try. And that first step, that leap of faith, is it's courageous. It's just courage. But confidence is just a willingness to try. It's a willingness to try. That's my definition of confidence, and it's most simple. But I find it really, really empowering. And like I know that the last piece of advice I'm going to leave you with is that I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. But the most important thing that you can do is just own it. Just own what it is that you want and just take the first step. Own it, acknowledge it, allow it, value it. Go, yes, this desire was given to me for a reason. This dream was given to me for a reason. I might not know exactly what it is yet, but when you listen to that and you go after your dreams, everyone benefits. Everyone benefits. And when you start off on the process, that first step that you take, that first courageous step that you take, actually does take an awful lot more mindset work than when you have actually the momentum has started going and you're actually on the rainbow ride and you're enjoying it and all the rest and you're on your way to that pot of gold and it's feeling more possible. When you take that first step, you don't know it's possible. So a lot more has to happen. The first thing is that you need to be clear about what it is, and then you have to go, okay, I gotta build myself up for this. And any of you who have watched my money manifestation in minutes training know that like I shared my figures for this year on that, and this business is a new business, and I started it in January. In January I didn't take any clients. In February I had a goal of €900, right? And okay, I had a higher goal the next month, higher goal the next month, but April my goal was 11,000 and something, right? 11,000 and something. And I will tell you this. I reached both goals. I am living my dreams, but it took a lot more courage and a lot more mindset work and a lot more confidence to actually reach for that first goal of €900 than it did the 11,000 euro goal in April. And it's because it's that first step that's the hardest. Okay. So just know that when you're dreaming, just go, right, I accept this. I accept it's going to be the first step is the hardest step, but it's the first step. You have to make the first step. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. If you don't put your foot on the rainbow, you're not going to be able to put the other feet where they need to go to actually get you to the other side. The first step and deciding that you're going to take that first step is the most important step, right? So remember, you're allowed to have your dreams. You're allowed to decide what your dreams are. You're allowed to know that your dreams are important. It's of everyone's highest good. It's for everyone's highest good that you follow those dreams. And the first step is the most important. Remember, confidence plus faith equals success. Thank you for listening. Bye.